Good morning again. Today's reading lesson is going to be about nonfiction books. Yesterday was about fictional books. Yesterday, we were able to talk about fiction, which means fake. We went over Stella Luna, which is fantasy when animals talk. We went over Can Man, which was realistic fiction. The character, the setting, and the problems could happen in real life, but it's a fake story. We also went over Folktale, which was Low or Ming Lo Moves the Mountain, which is a pretend story that cannot happen in the real world. Things repeat themselves, and sometimes the characters trick each other. We went over those three kinds of fiction, which is fake, yesterday. Today, we're going to go over nonfiction, which is not fake. Our rationale, or why we're doing this, is when students understand there are different types of nonfiction texts and the characteristics and organization of each, they are better prepared to read and gather information from texts. AKA, it's easier to understand these books when you know a little bit about these books. So here are the three books we're going to go over today, and I hope that you can see them. Woo! Okay. We have Bats, we have Nobody Owns the Sky, and Ape. These are all non-fiction books, not fake books. Here is our first one called Bats. What do you notice about this cover? I notice that the bats have an apple in their mouth and that they're flying through a dark sky. This is going to be an informational text. And I want you, as we're quickly going through it, think about what characteristics you notice. Why or what makes it a good informational text? Informational, so you think information, it's giving you information. Let's look. I noticed real life trees and plants. I see different labels. I see, ooh, look at this, different diagrams explaining information. Animals eating or the bats eating different types of things. So let's think, what makes this book a good informational text? What's a good characteristic? I saw that it gives true information about a topic, which is bats. All of it is true. There's diagrams, pictures, everything to explain that true information. This one was pretty easy. We're going to keep going, and we're going to look at another text. So far we have informational, which shows information. Like, so easy, right? This next one is Nobody Owns the Sky. There's a little glare there, but you can see this book. It's kind of like a cartoon looking book. This book is a biography. I want you to think about what characteristics would make a biography. How does the author tell us about the I'm sorry, wrong word. How does the author tell us about this book? Let's look at this. Ooh, we have different types of birds and an explanation near it. We have a person and a person telling a story. This person is now going somewhere else and telling about another stage in their life. Again, this is a biography. This person is doing something different and has a different moment where they're all gathering in the church now to explain, for them to give a speech to them. Now this person is succeeding at something. So without reading the book, we notice that this is a biography. And we want to know the characteristics of a biography. They had a person going through different stages of their life and reaching a goal and doing things. So a good characteristic would be gives true information about a person's life, right? A biography, it's about that person's life. So far we have BATS, which is information. It gives true information about a topic. There's diagrams, pictures, labels. Then we have Nobody Owns the Sky, which is a biography about a person. It gives true information about a person's life, different stages in their life, right? Not as hard as you thought. Now we're going to look at APE. APE is a narrative nonfiction. Let's think about that. In writing, right now, we are writing narratives about true stories. And nonfiction just says that it's true, not fake. So a narrative nonfiction is someone writing a story about something that happened, right? Let's look at this book. This is called Ape. Let's look more at this book. It's explaining something that the ape is going through. Different types. It says Chump's gang sometimes gets into fights with other chimp gangs. Bonobo chatters and hoots. So it's explaining about these animals. And I'm excited to actually read this book because it's a very pretty book. So, a narrative nonfiction is a story that's real. Okay. A characteristic of that is gives true information about a topic told like a story. True, told like a story, like a narrative that we're writing. Easy peasy. Now let's review real quick. We went over all of these books briefly and quickly. Where normally in a school year, we'd be able to actually read these books and have them in front of us. But we are virtual, so this is what we're doing. We have Stella Luna, The Can Man, Lo Ming. We have Bats. We had a biography. We had animals about ape and hybrid text that we didn't get to yet. We know that fiction equals fake, and nonfiction is not fake. Some fiction books or fake books both have that F. We did fantasy, with animals talk, realistic fiction, a story that is fake but could be real, and folktale, a pretend story that could not happen in real life. And today we talked about nonfiction, which is not fake. We did Bats, which is an information, it just shares information about it. A biography, which gives true information about a person, hint, you usually see that person on the cover. And narrative nonfiction. Narratives are what we're writing, so it's a story that's true. Cool, right? Today, your homework after this is to go and watch. So you watch this lesson, then you're going to go in and sort out nonfiction and fictional books and submit that to your teacher. Okay? Easy peasy. So we went over our rationale, and now hopefully we should be able to say that we can do this goal. You should be able to understand that there are different types of nonfiction texts. Okay, we did that. That they have different characteristics from the text. The characteristics just help you know what the text is, which we did. Check. Good job, friends. We are done for today, but you do need to go in there and sort those books and send them to your teacher. If you get confused, we will share this. Actually, no, I'm not going to share this slide with you. But refer to what we're talking about and really lock that in your brain. Fantasy, animals talk, realistic fiction. Just like what the word says, real fake stories. Folktale, can't happen. Informational, it talks about the information. Biography, about a person. And narrative nonfiction, a story that's real. Easy peasy. All right, you all have a good day.